Hey everyone, you might be asking, what's this? What am I looking at? Disappointment. You guys know that I like to open these in front of you. Whenever I get something new from eBay, whenever I buy something new, I like to open the package in front of you. So you're sharing my excitement. Well, I wasn't able to this time because I didn't get what I paid for. Um, as soon as the FedEx guy handed me the package, I heard some stuff moving around and said, "Hey, this is not what I paid for. It's not. Something's wrong here." So as soon as I came in, I fired up the turned on the camera, pressed record, and I opened it up and everything in front of the camera and got everything out in front of the camera. That's for documentation, in case the person says, "Well, no, I sent the right stuff." That way there's no excuse. They can't say, "Well, you didn't, you opened it up, and how do I know you didn't take stuff out?" I do this. This is the reason why I put it on eBay too, and the reason why sometimes, like one or two other times, where I um, I open stuff without you guys seeing it, because, like I said, I do like to share my experience with you guys, my excitement. But this was one of those times where I want this for for evidence. This is not my first time this has happened. It's happened other times, and eBay sucks. To be honest, eBay. Right now, I'm thinking about leaving it, but they have money back guaranteed, and I've done this about 2 to 3 times already, and I've um, I've always won thanks to taking pictures, thanks to taking video before I open something. Um, so right now, I will show you guys what I was supposed to get, and then what I got. So this is what I won. This is supposed to be sealed. That's sealed also. The rest is used. I bid on this item just for these two items. This one is new, still sealed, and this one is in bad shape. It's still sealed. This is what I received. Just a box with two more boxes, and no Nintendo 64, no Xbox. So as soon as I saw that, it wasn't what I paid for, I got on the phone. Well, I got on eBay, and it took me about 10 minutes just to get to their help page for them to call me, which is really irritating. Yeah, that all these companies are doing this thing where it makes it harder and harder. You have to jump through hoops to contact them, and yeah, that just gets on my nerves. But I was able to contact eBay, tell them what happened. Again, I told them I took video, I took pictures. They said, okay, we're gonna send the guy. He's got to give you a return label, and if you don't hear back from him in 3 days, then call us and we'll try to contact them again. And if not, then you just get your money back. This has happened before. Like I stated, this is probably the fourth time that it's happened, and I've always been protected through eBay. I've always gotten my money back. Um, this is the first time, however, that I don't contact the seller. First, the other times I contact, hey, this went wrong, or this happened, and I'm able to resolve it with them without getting eBay involved. But the guy kept the two main things that I wanted, the priciest things on here, which was the sealed Mountain Dew Xbox and the sealed Pikachu Nintendo 64. So that, to me, yeah, it's the nerve of this guy. Like, if I was gonna say, well, what's missing from what's missing, I don't know what it is, but I got to go through inventory and check. No, I knew right when I got the box that it was too light, that there was something wrong, and I don't know what the guy was thinking, to be honest. But worst case scenario is I gotta pack this stuff up and send it to him. It's just a hassle. Send it back to him, and I will take video of me packaging it up and sending it, and that way he can't say, well, it's missing now. No. So always, if you get a package, something like this, something that you spend a lot on, you want to make sure you documented, you take video. So if that person says, well, no, I sent everything, and they probably just they're lying, well, this way you can pull up the evidence and say, well, I opened it up on video and this is what I got. So a sad story, but I'm getting my money back. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Well, I was originally gonna make this a two-part thing, you know, two videos, but I decided to wait and just put it all in one when the matter got resolved. So I was very curious as to what was going on because this guy has perfect feedback. 188 people had a feedback, and it was perfect, 100%. So I was like, what? Maybe he sent the two packages, and you know, I should still wait for the other ones. That's what I was thinking. But then, as looking through his feedback, I said, this guy knows better. You know, 188 people he's dealt with. He knows better than to do that. So I messaged him because I was curious. I see you accepted the return. My question is, why would you send some of the items and not all? You could have just not sent anything and gave me the money back. So this guy took about, the item took about 10 days to get here. He took about 3 days just to ship it off to me, just to send it to the post office or whatever he sent it with. And another 7 days for it to get to me. So, and then I had to wait for the next day to send it back to him. eBay gave him 3 days to give me a refund. And well, as you can see here, the rest that I wrote, so yeah, he should have messaged me first, you know, I would have understood. Then 5 days later, so you see June 6th I sent it, June 11th. Good evening, this issue was just brought to my attention earlier today. The other box with the two consoles were sent to a different eBayer by an employee. I sincerely apologize for the mistake. We did receive your package with the return. The box was opened on one side with pieces missing. I knew he was going to say that. That's why, again, I take video. I do suspect that to be FedEx/UPS. Can you confirm that everything was packed in there? Well, could you have confirmed that you packed everything, you know, I won? He didn't. But yes, I did. I do suspect that, okay, I already read that. Can you confirm? Yes, and I will contact them first thing in the morning. Again, I apologize for the mistake. So this guy kept about, the stuff I sent was about $400 maybe worth of stuff. He kept about $4,000. Those two systems could have been worth about $4,000, $2,000 each, since they were new. And you know, I know the Pikachu Nintendo 64 was, the box was in rough shape, but it was still new, and it had the receipt, the original receipt with it. So yeah, so he's worried about losing little pieces here and there if he did, when he kept, you know, the most important things, and he gave me the scraps. So again, I knew he was going to say something like this, so I made sure I fired back with, I took a video of when I first received it and a video of me packing it up, which I did. I put the same content that I got. I made sure I watched the first video while packing it up to make sure everything went that I got. So this is like, if I have proof if you want it. That's what I'm basically saying. I got a Nintendo system with a controller and an AV cable, but no power cord, a 3DS with no games, some Game Boy games, and some Nintendo games. That's everything I received. I did not hear from this guy after this. eBay gave him 3 days after he received the item to give me my refund, and he did not. So I had to contact eBay. So here we see that I won. You know, as expected, I knew this was going to happen. Again, that's why I take video. That's why I do all this. I take all this precautions, you know, just in case something like that happens. And yeah, I got my full refund. I went into the guy's page. I was going to show all that, but you know, I didn't want to show any of his, I guess, if he had any personal information there. But I went into there, and I got it on my other phone. Let me read to you guys what I so this guy has 178 people that he has dealt with, and I am his only bad feedback. Thanks to me, he's now at 96.2 instead of 100%. And I put waited more than a week for items to arrive. Seller kept the most valuable items, sent stuff back, and seller got 3 days to issue a refund from eBay. No refund issued. contacted eBay after that to get my refund. So yeah, I made sure I did everything I could, to make or to make sure people know how this guy. Oh, and I also put the pictures on there. Those what I showed you, um, the conversation we had. I also put pictures of that on that feedback, so people, uh, because sometimes the seller will go on there and say, oh well, this person was rude to me, or this happened, so that's why. So I make sure I put that conversation there, so he had nothing to put after that. He was done for basically on there. So yes, when you receive something, it doesn't have to be from eBay, or if it's something high valued, you make sure when you get that package, you turn on the camera or whatever you have and start recording you opening that, or whoever opening that package, and making sure everything's there. Even if it's just like, if it takes 5 minutes and everything's okay, uh, if you do it 100 times, well, there's might be that one time. For me, it was about 3 to 4 times that you will need that video or those pictures for evidence to get your money back. And as you can see, I won, which I knew was going to happen because I've already done this about 3 to 4 times. So protect yourself is what I'm saying. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.